When your ex comes back, are you going to let them back in? The text that shakes your soul. You're minding your business, healing, drinking water, sleeping through the night, and then it happens. That text, that DM, that "hey stranger," and suddenly every bit of progress seems to be hanging on by a thread. And now the real question is, are you going to go back to something you already survived? Why they always come back. First, let's clear something up. If an ex comes back, it's not a sign from the universe. It's not fate. It's not because they woke up one day and realized how amazing you are. 9 times out of 10, they're coming back because their options didn't pan out, or they got lonely, or they suddenly realized you were the one person that gave a damn about them. But let's be real. If they truly valued you, you would never be in a position where they needed to come back anyway. Have they actually changed? So they're back. They're saying all the right things. Maybe even admitting they were wrong. Maybe even they look different. New job, new mindset, new haircut. But here's the real question. Have they actually changed? Or are they just recycling the same script in a shinier package? Because let's be honest, apologies are easy. Promises are easy. Hell, even tears are easy. But consistent, healthy behavior, that takes real work. And most of the time, when an ex comes back, they haven't done that work. They just had enough time away to miss what you provided. So before you allow yourself to consider letting them back in, ask yourself, are they showing up differently, or are you just hoping they will? The test, should you even consider it? All right, let's get practical. Your ex comes back. Here's the test. Ask yourself 3 questions before you entertain a conversation with them. Why did it end? Was it fixable, or was it something fundamentally broken? Because people don't break up for no reason. And if that reason still exists, so does the problem. What has actually changed? Not just what they say, not just what they promise. What actions are they taking to be different? Are they in therapy? Have they healed old wounds? Or are they just offering the same old mess wrapped in nostalgia? Lastly, does their return actually serve you? Forget what they want. Forget their "I miss yous." Do they bring more value to your life, or just more emotional labor? Because if they didn't give you peace before, they won't suddenly become a source of it now. If you can't answer these 3 questions with absolute clarity, then your answer should be no. The trap of unfinished business. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves when an ex comes back is, maybe we have unfinished business. But let me ask you something. Is it unfinished, or is it just familiar? Because most of the time, it's not about love. It's about the fact that you know how this story goes. You know the characters, you know the pain, and even through the hurt, it feels safer than the unknown. But here's the truth. The moment a person chooses to leave you, or you choose to leave that person, that was the ending. If they wanted to stay, they would have fought for you when it mattered. What to do instead of letting them back in? So, if the answer is no, then what? How do you walk away when an ex comes knocking? Close the door for real. Not a soft block. Not "we'll see where it goes." A full, firm, no contact boundary. Because if you leave cracks open, they'll slip right back in. Write down every reason why it didn't work out. I don't care if it's petty. I don't care if it's messy. Keep a list. Because when nostalgia hits at 2 a.m., you're gonna need those reminders. Understand that missing them doesn't mean you should be with them. Missing someone is normal. That doesn't mean they belong in your life. Feel all the feelings, but don't act on them. Build something new for yourself. Put your energy back into yourself, not back into what broke you. Because the best revenge, if you even need one, is being so at peace they no longer recognize the version of you that no longer wants them. At the end of the day, when an ex comes back, it doesn't mean that they were your soulmate. It doesn't mean it was meant to be. It just means that they lost something valuable and now they want it back. So the question is not, do they want me? The question is, do they deserve another chance? If this hit home, don't just sit with it. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you aren't a revolving door. If they didn't know your worth then, don't let them set the price now. So let's say you don't take them back. You close the door. You move on. But now you're alone. And suddenly you're wondering, what if I never find something better? Next episode, we're diving into one of the biggest fears after breakup. The fear that you'll never love again. See you then. Yeah, that.